what a deal. And they be willing to put an offer in at that price. Good morning, everybody. Rob Taylor here.
Time for your No Realtor Left Behind.
What's going on, everybody? Rob Taylor here, and it's time for your No Realtor Left Behind tip of the day. Today's tip is pre-negotiate the price drop in order to save your listing. What do I mean by that? So in today's environment, there are some properties that are sitting on the market and having to do 2 and 3 price reductions because the market is shifting. And when you take listings, you always want to take it at the best price for the potential seller at the time to get multiple offers. However, there are some sellers who have some price in their head and they're not letting you do maybe what's best for them by doing your job and pricing it correctly. So it goes on the market overpriced because they're thinking about the price it was and not the price it is. So, for example, you might think that this property should be priced at $580. They might think it should be $620 or $630. However, when you compile market stats like we do and we send to them, generally we don't have that problem. However, if you are running into that, you want to tell them, listen, the houses that are over $600,000 seem to be sitting on the market for 30, 60, and even some are approaching 80 and 90 days. That's crazy because there's still an inventory shortage. So there's no reason for that other than it's way overpriced. So how about we price it at $599.9 or $594.9, somewhere in that $590, upper $590 range, so that if there are buyers that are willing to pay $620, they will absolutely come and see your house for $599, $595, right? That just makes sense. And if they come, plus the people who would look at under $600, we should get hopefully multiple offers because the people who were willing to pay $620 will think, what a deal. And they be willing to put an offer in at that price or even go up to maybe somewhere near the price you wanted. However, if we price it higher and those people who will only go up to $6 never show up, we never get to talk them up, and now they may be the only one who look at it and start looking to wait or price you down. Now, if there is no other alternative and you have to list the property in order to get it at a higher price than you want to pre-negotiate price reductions. This is something that we use. This is like a pro tip. Before we take the listing, we say, hey, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if we put the property on at $619.9 or $629.9, whatever that is, if in the first 2 weeks or 10 days, we get no offers, if we have 10 showings, no offers, or no showings, or 1 or 2 showings in those first 7 to 10 days, we have to agree that that means that it's probably overpriced. And let's talk about what the price reduction will be right then, right now. So you get them to say, all right, if we don't get nothing, no showings in the first week, we are going to reduce it to $609. Okay, $615. That makes sense. And I'll do 2. If I got to do more than 2, then it's like we really got to talk because that is kind of way too high. If I got to do pre-negotiate 2 price reductions, too much. So that is your tip of the day. Remember, it was important, a little long today, but it's important that you get this and you use all the tools at your disposal to make sure you do what's best for them and get them the best possible price from the start. Because most houses, when they're priced right, you get your best stuff right away. And that is your tip of the day. Have a great day, and I'll see you here tomorrow.